Welcome to ISF, everyone. How's it going? Jason Carter here. Thank you so much for watching. A really good show today. And coming in hot, she is a legend in the rap game, known to the culture as the Diamond Princess. Miami's own Trina changed the face of hip hop when we first got a taste of her slick bars and undeniable feminine power over 20 years ago. In a time when rap was dominated by men on both coasts, Trina laid claim to the throne, becoming hip hop royalty and helping to put the Miami hip hop scene on the map. ISF sat down with Liberty City's finest, where we celebrated a woman who is more than just the music. The Diamond Princess, Trina, oh my gosh. Hi.
Hi.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Huge fan.
Thank you.
People love you all around the world, especially here in South Florida.
Thank you.
Your Tiny Desk NPR concert, a moment.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're one of the handful of hip hop artists to, one, take part in that, and two, when I think of the Tiny Desk concert, that's like being on Saturday Night Live. How was it?
It was everything. I didn't know what to expect at first. When I got there, I was like, oh, it's really a tiny desk. Like, it really was behind like a small office desk. And I think what made it like just really dope is like the memorabilia stuff they keep as each artist come. And they do make it so impactfully like small where you can just feel like, you know, family and good. It was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
You look like you had a good time.
I did.
You opened up with a song's ode to your mom, Vanessa, which was awesome. And it was very intimate. It was great to see you in that light. And it was a different side of Trina.
It was live, so it was just like, live meaning like just, we did it just like a live show. And I don't really do a lot of live shows like that. I've done it before like with the band, but that was more intense. And I don't know, it felt good.
It was intimate. It looked like you had a blast.
I did.
You exploded onto the scene. Now, I'll never forget this. I was in high school. First single that drops that people are talking about that was just like, what are we listening to? But we like this was Nan with Trick Daddy. And back then, right, you had East Coast hip hop, West Coast hip hop, but down south was something completely different. Here comes your debut album. You were part of a handful of women that were staking their claim in hip hop unapologetically, regardless of what people were saying, owning your femininity, owning your sexuality. What do you remember most about that time?
It was just a fun time. Like, I was just young and wild, and like, I was just having fun. I'm from Florida, so Miami, it's like, this is our real life, you know? This is the home of Luke. Like, it's where it comes from. And in that time for me, it was just like, have fun. Like, you know, this is just young. Life is all about just living in the moment and having a great time. And all my friends that I hung out with, we just hung out. We went to parties, we traveled. We did so much stuff. Like, we really lived a good life, like was living our good life, so. You
hear artists like Kim and Foxy, even Lauryn Hill, and women that were really prevalent in doing their thing back in the 90s, early 2000s talk about the struggles with that, because hip hop, still male-dominated industry in the music. On stage, off stage, what were your challenges? It
was one of those things where I have my own voice. I'm gonna do what I wanna do, my own thing, my own way. And I don't even really care if you don't like it. Don't like it. Like whatever you wanna like, but I'm not gonna change that because of that. I just believed in standing in, you know, the paint of how I feel and having fun with it and owning up to it, and that's how I felt about it, you know? A lot of guys would be intimidated by me, so I didn't really have a lot of pressure of the whole, I came in with all the guys, like Trick and Rick Ross and our whole crew, so I came in with that exterior of, don't play with me.
You were not the one.
No, don't play with me. So
Period.
I just did what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, and that was my crew, my guys, they just held me down. So, you know, as women, we all was going through that same little talk, but you know, just like Kim and Foxy and everybody, they held themselves down in their own lane, their own way, because we was from the streets. We stood up in what we believed in.
Liberty City's finest. Yes, you are. I mean, they have a Trina Day in Liberty City every May. Yes. Key to the city. Yes. When did hip hop imprint on you? When did you know that you loved hip hop? I would really say like when I really first like saw Salt and Pepper. Okay. Like, for sure. I just was obsessed. I thought it was just like, they whole thing, it was just, I just loved them. And
So, you know, I just became a huge, huge fan, and I started paying attention to just all the girls, all the women, every woman that, whether it was R&B, hip hop, however, I don't care whether they were dancing, it was a group, single girls, I was just watching them. I just loved them, and just kept going. And then when Missy appeared, you know, it wasn't like the features and stuff that she did that was just genius, but when she bust on the scene in that black trash bag, it was like
Super duper fly, the rain.
it was like, who is that? What is that? Like, how did she do that? Like, wait. And so I was just like, then I was really obsessed, you know, and then that's when I was like, I'm gonna do that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I was when I was younger, I was thinking, I'm gonna do that. So when I became into who I am and I started thinking about it, that's what I just knew it was, I needed to be on the scene of the stage and all of this.
Well, your debut album, massive seller, 2002, Diamond Princess. You mentioned Missy Elliott, big single off of that, No Panties, with Tweet and Missy. You elevated, you had arrived, right? Trina was this, and Trina is, but Trina, for that album, massive hip hop superstar. Again, in a small arena of female MCs that were out at the time and just owning who they were.
Well, when it came to the second album, I just felt like, let's have fun. I wanted to, because I had traveled, like, believe it or not, like, for 2 years. I traveled from Trick's album once the whole of 1999. So when it came to my album, by the time 2000 came, once we got in the studio and we got and did the baddest, and then once I got to that, I had saw so much and done so much. I was at the phase to where I'm gonna just do it how I wanna do it.
You also are about female empowerment. Who instilled that in you? Your mom?
My mom.
Yeah.
Because my mom owned salons and she always had a lot of women around her. So when I grew up, I always saw women. And, you know, at the salon, that's what they come there for, like to look good, to feel great, to vent, to, you
Therapy.
know. Yeah, that whole therapeutic lifestyle, getting them hair washed and, you know, the kids are away for the weekend, they want to kick their feet up, have wine, whatever they wanted to do. So I kind of saw that a lot growing up.
You were super close with your mom. She instilled a lot of confidence in you. She made sure that you were loved, seen. She encouraged you, supported you. Your biggest fan.
Yes.
She's super proud.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you miss most about your mom?
Everything. Every single thing. I would talk to my mom, believe it or not, annoyingly all day, every day. Even if it's like in Home Depot, because I need to know I have the right color of paint. I'm calling her. So this is just like my go-to thing all day, every day. I will call them on the flight, I'm at a show, I'm getting dressed, I'm happy, sad, whatever. And I think that's the most,
Yeah.
to not be able to just get on the phone and like annoy her all day.
How do you honor her?
Just by always, you know, like allowing myself to push as hard as I can, because I can feel her energy around me. If my energy's not good, that must mean I don't like the space I'm in, you know? And I always know when stuff is happening for me and around me, I just always, every day, Mom, I know that's you. Like, you know, I constantly,
You have conversations
I
with her
walk
still?
all day. I walk in her all day, like around when I'm walking everywhere, like, all right, don't let this happen. All right, this is gonna go good. Okay, Ma, I know I gotta do this. I know this is gonna be a great night.
Who was Trina growing up? Who were you? Were you a rambunctious kid? Were you quiet?
I definitely was not quiet. No, I was not quiet. I was fun growing up. I grew up fun, you know.
Unscripted reality TV. Let's talk about Trina. She's like, oh, wait, Love and
Lord.
Hip Hop, Miami.
Okay.
So, okay, when we heard that the Diamond Princess was coming on the show, we thought, yes, she's about to set it off. And you did, and you did. What was it like, though, Trina, jumping from hip hop and music in that world, which is dramatic in its own reality TV
Absolutely.
show, to a TV show having cameras follow you around?
So when they asked me to go on the show, I saw the show a lot. I'm like, oh, it's a lot of entertainment. It's a lot, but it's so much for me. Because first and foremost, nobody's throwing no drink on me. Let's just start there, okay? And I don't want to throw no drink on you, so it's not for me. And I kind of just made it like a groundbreaking thing of the things I would do and won't do. And the benefit of it, I started my record label and I had artists. I wanted to give them a platform to get on the show, to like help push the music, to utilize that so they could be seen, do showcases. That was my initial reason. Then there's everybody else around me. There's Trick, there's my cousin Joy, there's Bobby, there's all these ties of people that I felt that can benefit also. And so I thought about it for a while and I was like, okay, we'll do it. I'll do it. And then I asked them and okay, we'll do it. And these are the circumstances.
Right.
And that's just kind of how it went.
You are diversifying all the things you do, and this is something that you're really passionate about. Nyack Cognac.
Yes.
Why was it important for you to show that side of Trina, the business side of Trina, versus keeping it just music?
Because I'm a business. I am a business, and I feel like just the whole structure of evolving and just the structure of showing people, you know, that you are doing everything that you want to do. You know, there's no limits to what you can do.
We talk about legacy, and you've been in the game for close to 25 years now.
Yes.
25 years, that's a long time. And last October, BET honored you with the I Am Hip Hop Award.
Yes.
Trina, how affirming was that? How affirming was that for you?
It was a moment because I've been nominated for so many awards for BET, and it's like, you know, I've been there for years and years and years, and for this to be the award that I win, it was speechless. You know, it was well deserved. I feel I deserved it. I'm completely grateful, and yeah, I was completely like speechless.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
We look at you now with all the success, the diamonds, the career, the catalog of hits on hits on hits. Who is Trina as a woman now?
I am growing, I think. Growing, evolving, healing, all in one.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Smash.